Walker legs rarely, especially the front walker legs, rarely extend upward at 90 degrees. And what you'd like is you'd like for your sensor to be pointed straight ahead, not up in the air when it's mounted to the leg. So you can account for that angle by putting clips with a built-in compensatory angle on them. And you can get kind of an idea of what angle that should be by using these wedges. So here's a 5-degree wedge, and it looks like it's not quite a 90 degree, though this is where, and it's hard to do this one-handed, but this is where bringing a level into the picture can help. So get the better angle up here. So with this wedge in place, we're still not vertical. So we'll try this larger angled wedge. And now we're getting pretty close to vertical. At least better. I don't think I'm doing this quite right. Yeah. Getting pretty close to vertical here. So this is the 10-degree wedge, and what we can do is use a clip that accounts for this amount of angle. The other thing I need to know is the diameter of this post, and I can measure it, if I'm lucky to have one, with a caliper. And then I can read directly off the caliper what the diameter is. I can take that a little bit roughly, yeah. It should be around 28 millimeters. But in the absence of a caliper, I can also simply use a crescent wrench. And put the crescent wrench on. And then measure the opening size of the crescent wrench. And the ruler tells me that it's right about 28 millimeters. All right, here we are at the web page for the Walker mounted proximity sensors, and if I scroll down past the parts list to the 3D printed enclosures and mounting options, go to that page, and then we'll scroll down to the bar clips. So if you're mounting on a bar, these are the clips for you. This 90-degree clip, this is what you will choose if you're mounting to a perfectly vertical or perfectly horizontal surface. And 85-degree clips, had the 5-degree wedge been the one that made everything vertical, then I would have chosen this style clip, but it was the 10-degree wedge that worked, so I'll use the 80-degree clip. And what diameter should I use? It says choosing a clip that is 1 millimeter smaller than the diameter of the bar will result in a clip that can be slid around and back and forth on the bar, but will stay in place when the walker or gait trainer is in motion. So that's the size we want to go with, 1 millimeter smaller than 28 millimeters. So we want an 80-degree clip that has a 27-inch diameter. So we'll select that one, and let's see what it looks like in a slicer. So let's look at that clip in the slicer, just so we can get a preview. All right, now I'm going to start by just flipping it onto its other side. And now I want you to see that since we have a bar that is at an angle like this, if I clip this on that bar, now the face of it, where I'll be attaching the sensor, is vertical, roughly vertical. So that's how we'll be mounting the clip on the bar, with the wider part up top and the thinner part on the bottom.